So we're here for our very first tasting table of the season. Of course, this is Bill. He showed us his mango collection and his other tropical fruit on other videos, and he's agreed to be our very first person to taste the mangoes, well, other than me, of the season. And today, oops, can't get rid of it. We have Rosa, which is our very first mango of every mango season from Brazil, one of Har's favorites. And we have Dwarf Hawaiian, and then we have one other variety. So what I thought would be interesting, well, first, Bill, it'd be probably helpful for viewers to know what your favorite mangoes are. You know, I know that you said that you agree with Har on everything that he loves, you love, but, you know, can you name some of the varieties that you really like?
Coconut cream, Maha Chinook, fruit punch, I haven't tasted orange sherbet yet. I heard it's great. And that's about, they're my favorite.
There's your favorite?
They're my favorite.
And I think you mentioned you really like Jakarta and that kind of flavor also,
yeah,
right?
I like Jakarta. Yeah, that's good.
So basically what I'm hearing is that you like all sorts of flavors, because those are very different flavors.
Absolutely.
So if it's a premium mango, you know, it's one of those that you probably are going to like.
Absolutely.
New varieties.
I'm ready.
So anyway, Rosa, we have 3 different levels of ripeness here because people like it at different levels of ripeness.
Okay.
And so you get to give us some. Oh, and I have to tell you a story. This one I found this morning. We were moving dirt the easy way, you know, with hiring somebody with a bobcat to come in and move it. This one, they actually ran over. It's still good. It's got a little bit of a bruise here.
Yeah.
So this is a very durable mango.
Gotcha.
It's got fiber, but it's not stringy fiber.
Gotcha.
So we're going to start with this one. When they get black spots, often it means that they're perfect to eat, fully ripe. So I'm going to just give you a sample of this and see what you think of Rosa at the ripe stage.
Okay. This is Har's favorite.
It is it's hard to pin him down on a favorite, but he always loves Rosa. And he actually likes the skin also, but I just eat the fruit.
Yeah. Don't even taste the skin. It's almost like you don't even know you're eating the skin. Pretty good.
What do you think of the flavor?
It's rich, creamy, a little spicy, but I like it.
So yeah, of course this has a lot of fiber, but you know, as I said, it's not stringy.
I think the flavor is rich enough for the little fiber it has. It's like it's not even there.
You know, the fiber, there's different types of fiber and different kinds of fruit, and like turpentine mango, which the Jamaicans call stringies.
Right.
It earns its name. You definitely, after you get the juice out of it, you're left with a lot of fiber. But this, even though it's a really firm mango because of the fiber, if you, it doesn't really translate to, like any sort of stringiness at all. It's just, a lot of people have said, when they eat a mango with fiber, it actually fills them up. Instead of it without fiber, it doesn't. So anyway, it's hard to say, but I don't find the fiber in this objectionable at all.
Absolutely. This is the first time I tasted it, and being an early season mango as well, it's one of the best early season mangoes I've ever tasted. So I would definitely consider adding this tree to my collection.
So this one, there's lots of levels of ripeness that you can eat a fruit at.
And was this the least?
That was fully ripe.
Fully ripe.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
Har likes them when they're a little bit underripe, and this one is the one that got run over by the bobcat, and it's a little greener than I've eaten before. But let's try it out. See what you think.
Okay.
This has got like a little crunchy stage to it. And it's not like an apple crunchy, it's just a little bit crunchy. It's got a little bit of tartness, you think?
Yep.
But it's still pretty sweet.
Yep. I like it both ways, though. If you're going to eat the skin, the little riper is nice. Because I don't even know that I'm eating the skin on the riper. This one, because it's a little more crunchy, I would probably just eat the pulp only. But it's very tolerable.
That's what we're going for, tolerable. So this one hopefully is a little bit riper than that other one.
Gotcha.
It might be the same. It's hard to say. It looks definitely more yellow than the ripe fruit. Here, let's get a little close up on that. This is the ripe one, and that's the less ripe.
Not bad.
So, yeah. Is it the same as the last one? I don't know.
It's close.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable at this stage. You know, it doesn't have the juiciness or the level of sweetness that the fully ripe one does, but I wouldn't say no to this mango if it were the only one in town.
No, absolutely not.
And sometimes it's nice to have like a contrast of flavors. Like if I'm cutting up mangoes in a big bowl, then I try and mix different levels of ripeness. And also, what works out well is like I have one daughter who really likes sour stuff.
Correct.
So she doesn't ever eat ripe fruit.
Right.
But it also is an easy fruit to dehydrate when it's less ripe.
Gotcha.
Because it doesn't have as much moisture in it and as much. So anyway.
There's plenty of people who like tart, and they would definitely prefer it more unripe.
Yeah.
To get the tart taste.
So yeah, wouldn't say no to any of them.
No, me either.
So we have 2 Dwarf Hawaiians. I think that this one is ripe, or at a level. I like them at all sorts of levels. But this one I think is a little bit greener. So we'll start with this one.
This is the TD Nini, right?
Yeah.
From Puerto Rico?
Right. It's juicy, so it's almost ripe. And some people like them really ripe because they get very creamy, but a little bit underripe is very popular.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's
I like that one a lot.
how would you describe the flavor? I mean,
it's also rich.
You can
Nice
think
rich,
about it when you're eating.
Yeah, a nice rich flavor.
Yeah, it's as you might know that this Dwarf Hawaiian is half Julie and
Kent. Kent.
You taste like a Kent flavor. So yeah, the Julie and turpentine is probably the other parent of this.
Gotcha.
But very productive, and it has a really rich flavor.
Very rich.
And usually our second variety that is ready in the grove.
Yeah, I would definitely plant both of these. Being an early season mango, I like both of these better than Rosy Gold.
Yeah, they're much more flavorful. Again, this has a little bit of fiber. You can see on the skin. But
I like it next to the skin, actually. I like the taste.
Yeah, the flavor is really good, but I mean, it does have a little bit of fiber in this fruit, but nothing that I object to.
Yeah. In that area where my woods are removed, I'll put one of each of those in there.
But I find that this has like more of the spices flavor than the Rosa does.
Definitely.
So it's really like rich in the Indian type of flavors.
Right.
Rosa's a very nice mango, but this has a different taste to it, and also a different consistency.
And I like the Indian mangoes.
Yeah. So this one is probably going to be a very similar level of ripeness, but maybe it's a little creamier. But
Yeah, there's so many people that like tart that I could see they definitely would eat them less ripe.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I had I got desperate for fruit to sample, and
Yeah.
you can even taste these flavors in a
Right.
very green fruit.
Right.
But I like it when it develops a little more sweetness, a little more juiciness. But as I said, one customer that always ate it past this stage when it was like, he said creamy, but
Right.
I mean basically it was like, I guess baby food, but,
Right, right, yeah.
that was full flavor, and
Yeah.
and he liked it. That's so, try a fruit at different levels of ripeness,
Absolutely.
because you don't know what you're going to like the best.
Right. I like that one a lot. I like the Rosa, but I think I even like that a little bit more.
Well, you like the Rosa the best when it's the only fruit in town.
Absolutely.
And then soon after that, you get the Dwarf Hawaiian.
Right.
And then, you fall in love all over again, right?
Yeah.
So this is a little special one.
Okay.
You know what that is?
No.
All right. Well, I'm not going to tell you the name
Okay.
of it right away. And it might be the first time you've ever tasted this, so
Okay.
that'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't put a finger on this one. Smells nice. No fiber.
Is the skin good?
I like it. What is that?
Ice cream mango.
Nice.
So we haven't had, this one was a drop because, I wanted to treat you to a bruised fruit.
That's my first one.
But yeah, it's the first one of the season. So we haven't had any to sell yet, but this was a drop, and it otherwise perfect. And so I thought that'd be fun to.
How's the production on that one?
Sometimes, some years it's really good, and this year doesn't seem to be as good as last year for us.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
this, a lot of times it can have a really strong and distinctive flavor. It has a distinctive flavor, but with this fruit, it's the first time that I can see where they got the name ice cream from it, because it doesn't taste exactly like ice cream, but you can, it has sort of the
texture.
the texture and sort of the underlying creaminess or something of ice cream.
Yeah.
It's
I can see where they got that.
yeah, it's really quite amazing, and that the differences in flavors and such.
I like it a lot.
So is that another tree you're going to plant?
Another one. I like the richness in the Dwarf Hawaiian. I like them all. They all have their own different qualities, but since they're all kind of early season, 3 nice trees to definitely plant in your collection.
Yeah, it's we're just so fortunate in Florida to have all these varieties to choose from.
I'm telling you, that was good. That's my first time tasting all 3, and knowing now they're all early season, I'll put those in.
Well, thanks so much for giving us your opinions on these 3 mangoes.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.